Hello. We are live. All right. So today we are talking about everything migration to Australia. Yes. There have been so many questions, and I said, come in and answer them, like so many. Can you hear me? All right. So many questions. Where do I start from? And if you have your question, please, you can write it down in the chat and I can take them. All right, so what do we start with? Sponsorship job. Sponsorship job. Welcome, welcome, welcome. More people are coming in. More people are coming in. Welcome. So we have so many things to cover, but probably we'll have less time. I may not stay longer, but I just need to touch so many things. And to start with, we have scammers everywhere. I'm not on Instagram. Sorry, I'm on Instagram. I am not on Telegram. I'm not on WhatsApp. Okay, so anyone that is asking you to click a link or anything is not me. I once opened a Telegram group and a lot of things happen in that group and I revoked the link and close it down. So this is not me. It's not me that's sending you invites, please. All right, so there have been so many questions and I decided to come online today and answer them. First of all, I want to talk about the assessment, skill assessment. Can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, just type on the comment section, just say chat section, say yes, or just anything to show you can hear me. My girl with two girls. Yes. All right. Yes, you can hear me. Help to migrate. Yes. Okay, let's go. Let's talk about skill assessment. Why are you scared of skill assessment? Tell me, why are you scared of skill assessment? Why are you scared of skill assessment? Why are you scared? Okay. I posted a video 2 days ago and on my coaching group on Facebook, someone said to me, because that video was about Visa 491, and I was emphasizing that you do not need a job sponsorship to come to Australia with this visa. And someone said to me, so what is the need since you cannot have a sponsorship, a job sponsorship? I was like, this is what people are looking for. It's like you don't actually understand what this entails, okay? I know that everybody is looking for a job, but the question is, how many of you will find this job? I am a realistic person, okay? A very realistic person. That's why I like to have option and to give people option. Yes, people are getting this job, work in Australia with work permit. It's a Spanish passport. You can even go for working holiday visa. So someone just asked a question. Let me just quickly answer it. Someone said, can someone with a Spanish passport please check if your country is included in the countries that are qualified for working holiday visa? If it's there, that will be your best option to come in. Working holiday visa, you come in first. You are allowed to work. Not for all countries. Please check. Okay. So someone, I will answer about that skill assessment. Okay. Someone said to me, so what's the need if there is no visa sponsorship or job sponsorship? I said, okay, you don't get it. Like, you don't really get it. Okay. It is true that we are all looking for job. We are all looking for job. Yes. But not everyone will find a job. That's why there are options. Okay. So if really you want to look for job and that is the only option you want to go for, please continue looking for job. I'm not against it. Okay. I am not against it. Not at all. Okay, let me put that off. I am not against it, not at all. But what I'm saying is that it's not everybody that will find job, okay? And sometimes the kind of qualification you have or the kind of occupation you have, for example, is something that before you work in Australia, they will want you to have some certificate or skill, something, whatever, or certain whatever or accreditation from Australia for you to work. So it is hard for an employer to employ you. For example, an engineer, okay? If you're an engineer, it is hard for you to get a job outside of Australia, from outside of Australia, because they want you to belong to the Australian Association of Engineering and so on, okay? Before you can come in. So your best option will be for you to go through the pathway of no visa sponsorship, do your skill assessment, get your visa, and you'll be qualified for even permanent resident, and you come in. Okay, then there are some jobs that you can get. There are some occupations, professions that you can get a job from overseas and come over. Okay, fine. All right. Now someone is telling me how much is skill assessment. Some people is saying it's too much and so on. Okay, I want to give you a trick. Okay, for example, I did a consultation with someone that is an architect. Okay, and for you to be an architect, if you want to go for their skill assessment, it's about 900 and something, or 1,600 Australian dollars. Please, this is not USD. It's not US dollars. It's Australian dollars. Okay. So what this person did is this. He said, okay, I want to step down. He went down to a diploma level, which is called architect, blah, 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 with a draft person or surveying and blah, blah, blah. So there is a way they categorize profession, okay? So when the profession goes down, the skill assessment fee goes down as well, okay? For example, some occupation, some qualification you got from Africa or some Asian countries and so on. For example, you do a four-year degree, Australian qualification may say that is not up to what they consider as degree. So what do? You step down. When you step down to a diploma level qualification or occupation, okay, then you are overqualified. You will get a positive assessment. So when you come in here, no one is taking your qualification from you. When you come in here, you can decide to register or do whatever you want. Another reason why you should as well look for visa 491, visa 190 and 189 and so on is this. Yes, you do not need a job to come in, but you know the good thing about it. Once you are in here, you will see a lot of job to do. Massive, many. The only thing you need is to come in, okay? So some people said, if I don't have a job to come in, how do I get a job? I will laugh, okay? I'm just laughing. Even you getting a job is like you are tying yourself down. Most people that come with a visa 482, they feel like they are caged. These are the things they won't tell you on YouTube when they make videos and so on, okay? When you are tied to a particular employer, that employer owns you, okay? They own you, because this one is not like in UK where I heard that some people go with a certain company with their healthcare workers and they go there and they leave them immediately. No. The policy for visa 482 is that you must stay with that particular employer. Even that employer is killing you, you are staying with that employer. If they are treating you, are staying. You can report them anyway. There's a system where you can report them. But the thing is that you are stuck with them for at least 3 years. Yes. And if they say they don't want you again, they don't want you again when your agreement expires and you'll be stranded. You will look for another temporary visa. Okay. I know that many people are talking about skill assessment option, which will qualify you for a lot of visas. It's called skill independent visa. Visa 491 is a temporary resident visa. I've said a lot about it. And you have employer things too after listening and watching all your videos. Listening. Okay. Then you can also get 190, which is a permanent resident. But the thing is that you have to develop the attitude and pursue your skill assessment. I've said to so many people, I do consultation one-on-one. In my consultation, I will put you through it and we'll discuss your process and we'll make clear your pathway and how you do your skill assessment, the requirements and everything. But all these things are in my videos. They are all in my videos. If you think it's overwhelming, you can come for one-on-one. I do not accept for coaching unless we do one-on-one. At least I will know you are qualified. I cannot be charging you for something you are not qualified now. Mbano now. I bewitch now if I do that kind of a thing. So I cannot just say to you, I'm going to coach you. No, we do one-on-one first, 40 minutes one-on-one. Find out at least that you are qualified for a particular visa before we can go coaching. Now, how can I charge you for something and play you like that? No, I don't do that. But my video, you don't even need me. My videos are very clear. They are very, very clear. Now, why I'm saying this thing is this. I belong to this group. It's somehow a secret group on Facebook or something, okay? Many people are getting visas. 190, 491, visa 482 is true, is an employer something, but how many people are getting it? How many people wants to be tied down by a particular employer? Okay, if you want your independent, come in with an independent visa. If you come in, you can do any job you want. Okay, and I want to tell you something about migration. You can be an engineer, you come here, you'll be doing aged care or care assistant or being even a cleaner or a gardener or something. It pays you money until whenever you are qualified to be an engineer in Australia, for example. Okay, so sticking that you must get a job to come in, I'm laughing. I'm saying like, no, it's not that. Skill assessment money, some of them are like 600 and something Australian dollars. Some of them are 900 and something Australian dollars. The big professions are like 1,000 something. Now the question is this, okay? I just want to tell you something. When you are planning migration, it's not must that you are moving now. You're not actually moving now. Like some people will say to me, I want to move in the next 3 months. That's not it, okay? If the money for skill assessment is too much, can you plan and save towards it, okay? And as you are saving, now you know all the requirements, everything that is needed for your skill assessment, because you have actually gone through the link I've provided. You find your skill assessment authority, you click and find the requirement for assessing your qualification. What do they need for job experience? What kind of job do they want you to be doing to be qualified for that particular occupation? For example, let's talk about mechanics, okay? What kind of things do they want you to be doing? How many years employment do they want you to have for them to give you a positive skill assessment? You start gathering this thing. You start packaging yourself. You keep packaging yourself. It can take you years, but you are packaging yourself. You are saving for your skill assessment. You are learning more. You're sticking to this YouTube channel. Stick to Jen Kenny's creation. You can never go wrong. You know, I give it to you raw. Truth, fact, the way it is. Okay, there's nothing like painting words. Okay, so you keep building yourself, building your portfolio. And when you hit it, boom, boom, boom. Like, even your village people will be shocked. Your village people will be shocked the way, but they don't know that this takes you years. It took you years to plan and navigate and shoot. Okay? So this thing is not like skill assessment is too much. You know the funny thing? People that are saying that skill assessment is too much, if they see someone now that want them to pay 3 million naira or $2,000, $3,000, they will pay that money. And it will be fake visa. But now they do not want money for skill assessment. They say it's too much. But once there is a fake visa flying everywhere and is in millions or in thousands of dollars, they will pay for it. Why? Nkechi Bolanle. Why now? Why do you like too much a wolf thing that will land you in trouble? Okay? So the thing is this. Follow the process. I keep telling people, someone was chatting me yesterday. I keep receiving, people say to me, there are people that are paying millions, they charge millions to give Australian visa. Tell me, how many of them received authentic visa? Last month, 19 group of people were scammed. I was telling about 3 people on my inbox. I'm telling them that what they are going to receive is a fake visa. At some point, I said, okay, let me leave them. And what happened? They were all fake because the process they told me is wrong. I live in this country. I've gone through this process. I know how this country operates, okay? I know it's not possible. Even some of them promise them that once they come in, the government will give them a work paper, and if they don't like the work, they should change. I say, haba, no be this Australia where we dey so. So these people, but the thing is that if you are in my channel, why would someone still scam you at this stage? Okay, all right. Skill assessment is doable. Skill assessment is your ticket if you cannot find a job. But if you want to be finding a job, oh, good, it is possible. You can still get a job. Many people are getting a job. A family got a job, and they are even in my state, living in my state. All the family members are here now, okay? But thing is that, how ready are you? And some of the job you will find, you know the funny part? Sometimes you find a job, you still go through skill assessment. Because the skill assessment will show the employer that actually you are qualified for this job you said you are qualified. Okay? So you see, something you are running away from, you are actually diving into it. No one will scam me. We'll keep moving with, thank you, Rosemary. Thank you, Rosemary. No one will scam you. Okay? Keep moving step by step. If you are still in the uni, if you are still doing your HND, if you are still in school, it is good you get in touch with my YouTube channel. Someone was in final year. He sent me a message about 3 months ago and said to me, how much is the package for going to study in Australia? I said to this person, no, come to my YouTube channel. And that very day, I was having a live session on student migration. I said to this person, come and listen. You know what it entails. Do you know that as a student, it is the best option for you to start packaging yourself as a student? Okay? You know the score you need. You know everything you need. You start packaging it on time so that after school you shoot. Even if you're still a student, you want to migrate as a skilled migrant to Australia, you package yourself, you know the course you are going to do. If you find out the course is not working for you, you can switch while you're still in school. Okay? You keep planning. Stop seeing migration that is something you will do now, boom, 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 boom. No. If anybody is telling you that, it is wrong. It is so wrong, step by step. Okay? You know, skill assessment results, when you get a positive skill assessment, it can last you for 3 years. You can stay with it for 3 years before it expires. That is one good thing about skill assessment. Okay? So, you can get skill assessment positive and you look for a job and tell your employer that now I have a skill assessment, immigration skill assessment is positive. So I'm actually qualified to be a plumber in Australia. I'm actually qualified to be a salesperson, okay? Or whatever that profession is. All right. Now, another thing I want to talk about, okay, is about healthcare workers, okay? Healthcare assistant, healthcare. I made a video before, but I noticed that it said too much. No means say we define a woofo. We go pay 3 million for fake visa. Saying what? Noticing. Yes. Yes, I have skill migration, a lot of visa for skill migration on my channel. Check them. Someone said, how long does it take for the assessment body to... Assessment board, 3 months, they are done. 6 months, it depends. If you give them all they need, assessing authority, if you give them all they need, 3 months, highest 3 months, 6 weeks, 3 months. And the good thing is that they respond to you. I did a consultation with someone and I said to this person, send them email, okay? And when I noticed the person was drawing back, I said, okay, I will send them email, but I'm very busy. I'm a very busy person. You need to give me time. But you know one thing, after the consultation, this person had this, you know, it becomes so positive. Within 2 days, he sent me a message and said that he has sent them email and they responded. And he told me what, because he was actually trying to find out there are some phrases in their explanation that was not very clear, okay, to make sure that he merits whatever he's going to do before the assessment. He sent them email 2 or 3 days later. He sent me a DM and said to me, ma'am, I've sent them email. I was like, wow. You see that gut, the courage, okay? Within 1 day, they responded. So the skill assessment authority, if you go to their page and there is something that is not clear to you, please send them a short email, because you go to the help side, click on it, fill your information, and boom, send them a message. They will respond to your email because you will supply your email address there. How good is that? These people are human beings, okay? These people are human beings. You can even, when you start processing your visa, you can even make a phone call. Yes, people make a phone call to their visa, to their case officer. They will put you through to your case officer. You talk about your visa application. They are human beings. They are paid to serve you. Stop being scared. So, okay, Skill Assessment Authority, they open their business because they want to serve you. You have question, you send them email, short email, very clear. They will respond because they are paid to respond to you. And they will be nice to you. In this Australia, we're not rude people. Oh. We don't tolerate rude people. So when they respond to you, they will respond to you nicely. Okay? So, skill assessment is doable. Any confusion, send them message. If you don't want to come for consultation, it is fine. Okay? I am not actually begging for it because I think I have too much. Okay? So, if you cannot navigate it very well, send them email. There is a help desk or whatever there. Click on it. Send them email. They will respond to you. Please, another thing I want to ask you for is if you are sending them a query, you want clarification, please do not send them your CV. Okay? Do not send your CV along because once you send your CV, you cannot change it. They already have it in their database. You can never alter it again. Pata, pata. So don't make that mistake, okay? I forgot to tell someone this thing and I really felt so bad that that CV was already in because you cannot alter anything in it. Even if it was a mistake, you cannot change it again, okay? Someone is asking me a visa 190. Yes, visa 190 is the visa my family used to come to this Australia. It's a permanent resident, okay? You become a permanent resident before you even come to Australia. That's how it is. You do not need a job. A state will nominate you, okay? Practicing electrician here in Nigeria. I have a certificate on facility management. Okay. Now, visa 190, you need a skill assessment. You cannot run away from it. It's a permanent resident visa. You need a skill assessment. There are so many occupations in that list. Once you hit your 65 points, I have showed you, I've shared link how to check your points. You click the type of visa you want, you check your point and see if you will merit it. You need English language. For migration in Australia, you need English language, general IELTS or PTE or whatever you are doing. But the thing is this, for you not to write 2 English exams, stick to what your skill assessment authority wants. Most of them, some of them will want academic or whatever. So whatever they want, if it is higher than 6, stick to it because you will also use it to apply for your visa. Okay? If it's higher than 6 and you go and click to 6 because immigration visa application wants 6, it means that you're going to write a different one for your skill assessment. So when you go to your skill assessment authority, their website, you will see all this information for assessing overseas qualification for migration. It is there, black and white. Like you will see, why are you scared of reading something? But you go to online, you read all these gossip mail, gossip, gist lover, blah, blah, blah. You read all of them, you digest them, you explain them, blah, blah, blah. But open a link, take your time. If it's too much, close it and come back and read. Jot things down. Please, which of the English tests is? All the English tests, lovely is, Loveling. Is it Loveling? Loveling or Lovely? All the English you mentioned there, they are accepted in Australia. Everything you have listed, all that English is accepted in Australia. Your assessing authority will tell you the score they want. That's why I don't like to tell people a particular score. Some people will ask me and say, what score do I need for English? No. Excuse me. What this occupation wants for their skill assessment is different from what the other person wants, or other occupation wants for their skill assessment. But for general immigration, if you have 6 in IELTS, you have B in, I think, in PTE or OET or something, it is covered. But one thing is this, 6 general will not give you any score towards your migration score. If you have 7, that's when you get 10. If you have only 6, you will not get anything, okay? Let me ask you one thing, okay? If you do not have money to go for visa 190 or any visa that is expensive, it is okay. There is other option, okay? You can look for job. Start looking for job. You will get a job, sponsorship visa. It is not most that everyone will go through all the pathway. There are people that have money, and there are people that know in the next 2 years they will be able to raise that money. Okay, there are people that know they can never raise that money, so they go through other options. Okay, they can keep looking for job until they get it. Another pathway is student visa. I keep saying it. You can hardly hear someone say that he studied in Australia and is stranded. I go to social media, I see people from UK lamenting. They are stranded after studies. They don't know which pathway to go. They want to move out or something. We don't experience that in Australia. Once you study here, you are settled. You are settled for life, okay? Even as a student, you will get so many jobs. I see someone commenting on Instagram say that the brother cannot get a job because he's a student in UK and no one wants to employ them because they're a student. No, here, now them go, they rush you. Okay, so one good thing about student visa is this. You're not going to do skill assessment anyways. You are not going to do any exam or anything, okay? All you need is raise that your initial school fees, which is big. It's not everyone that can raise it. This is only an option. You have other options, okay? For your sponsorship, people are still asking me, can anyone sponsor you? Is it only your brother or sister can sponsor you? No, anyone can sponsor you. However, the sponsor will be ready to release his or her information as regards to how they make this money. If it's a company, they provide all the information. If it's a work, paid salary or paid work or everything, they provide everything, including their employment letter and everything, okay? Come on. Yes, for student visa, your family can accompany you. It's true. If you are new in my channel, can you please take your time to go through my videos? Okay, I have playlists for student visa. I have playlists for skilled migration, playlists for nurses. Yes, you pay is on the website. I cannot tell you the price because all the occupation differs. You have to pay for your skill assessment before they can assess you. And the fee for your skill assessment is in the website for your authority. The authority that assesses your occupation. They are different, okay? So you telling me how much is yours, I won't be able to tell you that because each occupation is different. And once I tell you that, the other person will copy it and think it's true, it's applicable to him or her, which is wrong, okay? So everything you need is actually online, okay? I do mention them, I share links on my videos and so on, okay? Now, I want to quickly talk about healthcare workers. Healthcare worker, someone said, is there a pathway that does not require IELTS or any exam? Yes, the pathway for skill assessment requires IELTS, but it's not exam now. Skill assessment is not exam, it's not exam. It's only few occupations like doctors, nurses, and so on that might end up writing exam. Other skill assessments, so many of them you don't write exam. You don't, okay? Now, there are other options that you don't need IELTS. I've told you guys, there are some schools. I made a post on my Instagram. I talk about school in Australia. I have a video too. Go to my student playlist. There are so many schools in Australia where you can study without English, postgraduate, like masters and PhD without English. And the person said to me, Mom, can you tell them that they will need it for visa? I said, no. I do not share half information on my channel. No. Once a school in Australia says you do not need English for them to give you visa, you will not need English for your visa to be processed as well. This is how it goes. This is legit. For example, University of Adelaide, University of Melbourne. For people that have come here to do masters in public health, business studies, financial, blah, 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 so many studies, they do not need English for their admission. They do not need English for their visa application. I am telling you, go and verify this, okay? I made a video for that. This information is for free. I give it out for free from my heart to you. Eh? Some of them I do research and bring it out. I just want you to watch it before you ask me a question. Huh? Go to my channel, playlist, you will see for student visa, you will see the link, everything you need there, okay? For health healthcare assistant job. Many people are telling me this. I made a video. I said to you, once you like it, and please, if you are coming to Australia as a student or anything, don't go and do any certificate in healthcare assistant or anything. You are wasting your money. No one will recognize that. Once you hit your leg, you just come into Australia. What you are landed here, what you need to do a certificate, 6-week certificate, which you do part-time anyway. You can do it online or anyway. You start working, and sometimes you don't really need anything. Support workers, they will employ you without you having all these things. I made a video about this. Don't go and waste your time, waste your money. Say you are learning assistant in healthcare assistant, you are doing certificates or something. Land here, boom, you land here. You will get something, or you will even be working without that. Okay? So now the question is, will you get a job as a healthcare assistant that's trained outside of Australia, like in Africa or in Asia or something? It is hard. I won't be lying to you. It is so hard. Okay? That pathway is not like UK pathway. It is so hard. Okay? 1 in 100. The only way it will be easier is if you have someone that has the company in Australia that want to employ you. They can get you in with visa 482. But most of the established company here do not want to get someone from outside, because how do they, the visa process is complicated for them. Okay? But if you have someone that has a job here, or that has a link that will bring you in for that, is okay. But the general UK pathway is not this pathway for healthcare assistants here. But once you land here, you can even have 2 jobs, 3 jobs. There's someone that landed here with the husband or something. She chatted me online. I think she's from Ghana. And she's a nurse, but she's not really registered and so on. And I said to her, you don't need to do any other qualification. Make application and send a message and say, I am a nurse, even though I'm not registered in Australia yet. See what I have. I said, do not do another qualification. 1 week later, I was looking for her. I was disturbed. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I didn't hear from her. I was disturbed looking for her. My DM is on fire. My DM on Instagram is always on fire. It's hard for me to find people that have chatted before, you know. I said looking for her, I can't find her anyway. I was about to make a post. My spirit was disturbing me to check on this sister. I was about to make a post and say, if you are the person that chatted me that you are in Perth and blah, blah. Then before you know it, she sent me a message and told me that she actually ended up getting 2 jobs after doing what I said to her. I said, I told you guys. I said, even if you want more, you will get. But now she's telling me that she needs to stick to one because of her family responsibility. I said, wow. Now you are choosing job. Now them, they rush you. Okay? Stick with my channel. Stick to my channel. Stick to Jane Kenny's Creation. Even when you land in Australia, the tips on how to cope, you will get it from this channel. This is your one-stop shop. Everything Australia. Okay? And the best time to make big money, even as a student, I've made a video about that as well. Even when they reduce, now students can work as far as 80 hours per fortnight. Okay? Since post-pandemic, COVID pandemic. But it's going to change by July. Even though when they change it to 20 hours per fortnight, man, you can still work and make your school fees. You need to work smart. I have videos on that too, okay? So, yes, Rosemary, I love you for that. Stick here and plan. And the time you will hit it, your village people will be shocked. They will like, don't be this Rosemary, eh? How did she get this? It takes you time to plan. There are scammers everywhere. They will scam you. These people, they 3.5 million people are borrowing and paying, thinking that when they land in Australia, they're going to do the money and pay back. But these are fake, okay? So which other topic are we talking about? IELTS have said, stick to your processing authority, your assessing authority, okay? And whatever they tell you, the explanation is there. Just click and read. Jot things down, okay? Their fees different, okay? Visa 482 is achievable. You just need to keep looking for a job, okay? Keep looking. One day it will stick. Then if you don't want to go through that rigorous process, please do your skill assessment and grab yourself a visa. If you don't have money for skill assessment, you can save. Save, plan, okay? Yeah, who knows, okay? I don't know how it's going to play, but these are the process. These are the process, okay? All right? Just have hope and keep planning. If you are still a student, keep planning, okay? If you don't have the money now, keep planning. You never know. Hit it all round. As you're looking for job, you are getting all the information you need for other migration pathway, okay? And another thing I want to tell you is this. Sometimes your first country of migration is not the country you are going to end, okay? Sometimes you think that moving from your home country will be easier if you move to another country than to your final destination. Try and do that, okay? If you move to easier country and then you move, please don't move to a country where you are going to suffer. Mbano. Don't go to where you are going to suffer, like suffer head, and be too desperate to move, okay? Plan. All right, which other thing do I want to cover in my everything migration Australia? Okay, for student visa, for proof of fund for one person is about 21,000 Australian dollars. They are not taking this money. I keep telling you, they are not taking this money. They only want to know that this money is available. They want to see it in the bank account. They are not going to take it. This is what you're going to explain to your sponsor, okay? This is what you're going to explain to your sponsor. They are not taking this money. So someone that said to me, can I come with your family? Yes, you can come with your family, but it means you need to pay more. You know what that means? You're going to pay more because you're going to pay 21,000 Australian dollars for yourself for living expenses as a proof. No paying, sorry. Show it in the bank. Then if you're having another adult, you will add 7,000 to it. You see that? 7,000 Australian dollars for one adult. So each adult you add to the application, you will show another 7,000. If you add a child, you will show 3,000. So you add all these together. Okay? At the universities, can you ask that question? Obodom. Australia Obodom. You know, so many people that are talking rubbish about Australia. Actually, they are jealous. They don't want you guys to come in. Okay? And some of them, someone said to me, Australia is full. Stop telling people to come in. Made the comment in my comment section. I say, you are just a racist. Like, you don't just want people to come in. Why? You can run away and go to another place, okay? And if people are in, I don't even know, okay? I don't know why people do that, okay? This girl, she made that comment. I saw her made another comment and said, I can't even talk about the snake. I check it, it's the same girl. She said, I can't even talk about waking up with a snake in my house. I checked that again. Is this girl? I said, what kind of a witchcraft is this one? Why are you giving people wrong information? And you're actually living in Australia. But she has already made a comment and said to me, stop telling people to come to Australia. Australia is full already. And she went back and she's telling all these lies about snakes. I said, I just responded her and I made sure she read it. I gave her time to read it. Then I block her. I gave her time to read my response. Then I block her. Such people should not be left to deceive people, okay? So people are talking nonsense, you take them off. Australia is a beautiful country. You come here, you work and tell you, if it's work that you want to work, now you self go the run. So when I see people that said, if they don't have visa sponsorship, then what is it? You do not need it. If you can pay for your visa and stuff, you do not even need it. You don't need to be tied to any employer. Come in here, You can do 2 or 3 jobs if you want to. Do morning, do this thing night, do afternoon here and do. If you're tied to an employer, they will give you a lot of condition that will even make you not to do 2 jobs. All right? So, just know how the setting is. And if you're a student, stop worrying about your subsequent school fees unless you are lazy. But I know you are not lazy because you want to achieve something. You will be able to make your school fees. And I've said something again. Stop looking for schools that are very cheap. They will fail you for visa application. When you come in with, you can come in with a school that's very expensive. When you talk about expensive, remember you are paying for that part payment for you to collect your proof of enrollment, okay? Confirmation of enrollment. Then you go do 5 jobs. Now you go tire, Now you, Jenny, now you go tire. You will tire. You will do 5 jobs, You, is it one funny thing people do here? When they migrate to Australia, they will be working before you know it, people will start complaining. Oh, my body, they pay me. I'm not going to work again. Body no be wood. You see? Okay? So, for example, on Saturday, you get more 50% in whatever you are getting. If you work on Sunday, you get more 70% of what you are earning. But you know what? Time will come when you will like, I just need rest. Okay? But when you're a new migrant, it's okay. Hustle and make this money. Eh? So now you go work tire. Okay? Yeah. As for student visa, people are getting it. People are getting it. A lot of people are still getting it. If you make mistake in your visa, in your GTE, you do not get visa. I made a comprehensive video. Charles, you said which school is a good phone? There's so many good, any school here is good school. Any school you get admission in, but please don't go to low paying school because some of them belongs to level 3 or 2 university. And when you are coming from a high risk country like African, some African countries or Asian countries, they will categorize you, okay? So they will judge you from the country you are coming, and now you are going to a low school. They will say, this one is not coming to go home, okay? It's not coming to go home. So those schools that are very low are not level 1 school. Level 1 school are the schools that people come in, they stay and study. Low school, people come, they don't study, and they give them negative rating. And the immigration officer will find it hard to grant you your visa. Someone asked me, is it, yes, you can come with your child. Okay, you can come with your child, but the thing is this: you must make provision for that child. If it's going for aged care, if it's going to school, you must show proof that you have the money too. So your proof of fund is increasing. That is the thing, is increasing. Okay, you might even get up to 50,000 for proof of fund if you have all these people coming with you. Okay, so that is the thing. Is there any other topic you want me to cover? Because I think I am about to you know how was the time here? It's late. Can Australia University accept postgraduate courses for people aged over 50? I want to study nursing in a diploma. No, study nursing in a diploma. If you're from Nigeria, you will not get that visa. If you're from Africa, Zimbabwe, yes, you can get that. Zimbabwe, South Africa, yes, sometimes Kenya too, they can get it, but diploma here is hard now for you to get visa. The school will give you admission, but once you are from a high risk country, okay, it's hard for them to give you visa. So you better go for be a bachelor's degree. Okay, yeah. Someone said 190, I will save up. Yes, you can save up. Make sure you have the experience and qualification. Your occupation is in the list. Okay, yes, good luck with that. Okay, I did university in Australia that don't require proof of fund. Now, proof of fund. All the schools require proof of fund, but not all the school requires English. Okay. Then for proof of fund, so many people have said, people that went through level 1 school that don't require IELTS, some of them have said that during their visa application, they don't require proof of fund, but the schools will need it. So when you apply in these schools, the visa office has already certified this school as high standard, that before they give you visa, before they give you admission, they have scrutinized you, they have assessed you. Okay, so it's just like they're making their job easier, so they don't go and check so many things. Okay, so TEF, if you're from Nigeria, from Ghana, please run away from TEF. You will not get a visa. Zimbabwe, South Africa, yes, you can still. Okay, I will slow my speaking. All right, because I have so many things to cover. Okay, so for TEF, that is diploma courses. 2 years ago, yes, you can come with it. It's very cheap. But currently, school will give you admission, but it will be hard. Done the necessary evaluation, but I'm feeling it difficult to make my payment. Okay, so school will give you admission, but your visa, you will just pray hard for you to get a visa. You can try, but they have stopped giving people from high-risk country visa for diploma TEF. Okay, but Zimbabweans are still getting it, South Africans are still getting it, and so on. Someone said to me he applied for University of Western Australia, and University of Western Australia, UWA, is one of the best schools here. And when you get admission day, your visa is very sure once you got your application very well, everything right. Okay, yeah. So schools matters. If you cannot make payments, I got admission to as well. Can we link up? Yeah. When you are getting admission, have you paid your, I hope it's not your what do you call it, provisional admission. Go and pay for your school fees, oh, and secure your admission. I see all of you are now going online and grabbing admission. I want to tell you something, oh. Before you change it for other people, if you are not very sure, because the schools school fees are also there looking at you koro, like in their website, their school fees is there looking at you. Okay, check the school fees, because this pattern of people getting admission without paying for their school fees and they will lose admission, if it continues for a particular country, these schools go change them for you guys. They will stop giving you admission without seeing your proof of fund. If it becomes a pattern, because now many people are getting admission. I told you guys anybody can get admission, but the thing is getting the visa, paying for your school and getting a visa. If people from a particular country is forming the habit of getting admission without furthering it, without paying and getting the approval of enrollment and going for their visa, they will change their pattern. Okay, so be careful how you jump and get admission when you don't have any means to fulfill your school fees. Because I know some of you today are crying that why must we use agents? 2-3 years back, you go online, you get admission, you apply for your visa. Do you know why it changed? When the people start doing wrong thing, that's when they say they need agent from the country to help them check all these documents. Now, people are getting admission without going further. If it continue like that, schools will be dropping people from those countries. Okay? Can I open a small business in? Yes, you can open a small business in Australia. There is a business pathway for migration. It's not like small. It's a certain amount. Okay? I've made a video about that, and I'm happy to do another video about investment visa as well, but it's on the Home Affairs website. Different type of visa, you will see it. She has a video of 10 best schools. Thank you. I do 10 best school. And you know one good thing, thank you for saying that. At least you confirmed that I made that video. 10 best school, that's those schools I mentioned too. Most of them do not need IELTS, English requirement, for their postgraduate studies, but not when you are studying nursing. No, nursing, social work, blah blah blah, you need English. But with others, you can come in and you change your courses. People are still doing it. I don't know who is telling you cannot change course. You can change your course. You just need to come in. Okay, all right. I think we'll be going. Can my chance of getting a visa with a nursing diploma increase if I apply with an immigration lawyer? No, it will not. Depends on your country. If you are from Nigeria, it will not change. It will not change you. I am telling you. I'm telling you the truth, okay? It will not change. The question I want to ask you is that, why are you bent on that? 2 years ago, it was fine. But currently, you can try, you can try this diploma of 18. Pay immigration lawyer, who knows? 1 out of 100, it will work. Can a Nigerian get admission without an agent? No. You cannot get admission with an agent. I'm so sorry, things are spoiled, okay? I have tried making payment, but my agent said I can only pay through someone that is there, because I studied my... It's a lie. It's not, it's a lie. Your agent is a liar. The school, there is a way they do payments. Even Nigeria banks, they do transfers and so on, okay? If you have someone who can pay for you, I do not render such services. I do not get job for people. I don't find job. I don't have any job. Okay, I encourage you here. I make video, I share all the good information here. I motivate you, I answer your questions. I do not look for job for people. I don't have a job to offer, and I do not offer any financial support. Okay, I'm sorry for that, but there is a way banks pay for these things. There is a way they do. Their agent, if it's an experienced agent, he should tell you it's a lie. There's not everybody that has people in Australia. People are paying for their visas every day, paying for their everything. Yes, Adelaide is material engineering. Yes, Adelaide, all the states, all the town in Adelaide, in South Australia. Adelaide is actually a capital of South Australia, but Adelaide is also categorized as regional area. So yes, and South Australia has a pathway for permanent residents. Okay, can one come in with a master course and change to no, no. You cannot do masters and change to diploma. That is a restriction there. You can only change to something that is the same level, or diploma is so low. You diploma is so low. Is something the same level or just, yeah. So that is the new this thing. So you cannot change. But you know what? You can finish your masters, get your permanent resident or whatever, and then you decide to go and do nothing. You can even study for with a loan, government loan, by the time you become a permanent resident, a Australian citizen. I studied microbiology. I didn't hear it. Okay, I have stayed here for almost 1 hour. Okay, so I think it's time for me to go to sleep. Like, yeah, it's already morning. All right. Okay. All right. So I'll be leaving you guys. You can still drop your comments and I will answer them. So we have touched so many things today, different type of visas and job sponsorship and skill assessment and study visa, so many things. Okay, so take your time to go through this video. I will also upload it. All right, let me go and rest. Thank you, Temi Top. Thank you, Robert. I am going now. It's a bank and fund is the USD account with your bank. If you have a USD account, you can pay. I don't know how they do it, but people are paying. Okay, let nobody deceive you. All right, thank you. All right, see you guys. And do degree in business. Yes, you can do degree in business now. There is connection. You already have a diploma in account. You can do degree in business. There is a lot of connection there. I learned that there is no Australian embassy in Nigeria. Direct me. Ask Google to the. I am not in Nigeria again now. Ask Google to direct you to Nigeria embassy. Ask that question under this thing. Maybe someone that knows the address will direct you. Okay, ask it under this video and someone will direct you. Okay, all right, bye. So you can ask your question. One good thing is that so many of my subscribers, they have a lot of information. So even if when I'm not answering, you see someone is answering you, and I commend you. If someone asks a question and you have answer, please engage the person in discussion. As long as you are not a scammer, don't direct them to your inbox. Okay, share your opinion. There is love in sharing, and when you share, you learn more. Okay, there are some people, some countries that even have a Facebook channel where they share information. And I know if I started there, your village people will not allow you to come and be open and share what you have, because everyone wants to hide it. So that's why I'm not opening that yet. Degree in food science and technology, but mistake. Yes, you can study in Australia. Stop thinking it's so hard. It's not so hard, my darling. You have a qualification, you have experience in different things. It's good. You can actually have a job in your experience side to make it easier. You said in your GTE, you will say that I have studied food science, but I've been working as a business, blah, 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 blah. That's why I am going for this course. Voila. Your GTE is so acceptable because this is where you have experience. Thank you, November. I love you. I'm going now. All right, take care. Bye. Bye, guys. All right.